come on, it's really not that hard. You just have a bad attitude. Oh, come on. They're not 3. Afrikaans ain't that hard. It's hella easy. Honestly, I'm speaking the truth. Okay. No, I think I must just start with the intro. This thing I'm being burying it. Yo, ish. Shapfere Dumelang. Welcome back to Clapback Studies RSA. This is the place to be. Yeah. I am Kuklano Silwane Maota, and you guys are tuned in to some Afrikaans advice. Yeah, I know y'all be struggling with it. But in this video, I will make sure that I help you with the attitude and mentality that you need to face Afrikaans, so that you can level up. Oh yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Afrikaans is a West Germanic language that is spoken in South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Namibia. And it actually only became an official language in 1975. That is because it's a cruel language, not cruel like bad, cruel. And it means that it's more of like a mixture of many languages like Dutch, German, and a bit of Khoisan language that fused together to make Afrikaans. Now, we can't talk about Afrikaans without delving deeper into more of the history, because a lot of students have this sort of bad outlook towards Afrikaans, and that is because of apartheid. Whether we like it or not, it is our history, and we need to acknowledge that certain things did happen, and like the Soweto uprising. Now, a lot of students hear about it and they feel that because Afrikaans oppressed them, and they even had to protest, and many were even killed because of that protesting, because they didn't want Afrikaans to become the medium of instruction in 1976. That's why the students protested, and a lot were killed on that day. But now hearing that gives a lot of hatred toward Afrikaans, because of the students hear that and they're like, I'm not feeling the subject, I hate it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to learn this language. But honestly, we need to keep moving forward, and as we know, we are a rainbow nation of many colors, languages, cultures, and traditions, and we cannot let our history hinder where we're going. We must just learn from it. So that being said, I just wanted to clear the smoke and help you learn that, hey, yes, this and this did happen, but don't let it hinder your outlook towards Afrikaans. Don't start wanting to have a bad attitude toward it because you feel that so and so events happened, and it's just a lot. You can have many excuses, but that one you just really need to put aside and put behind you. That being said, let's get into the first thing. Alrighty, so now we need to deal with your stinking attitude. Honestly, I find it so frustrating to hear students when they say, I'm bad at Afrikaans. Afrikaans is so hard. I don't know, stompy, it's so confusing. Honestly, it's confusing because you said it yourself, it's confusing. You're having a negative attitude towards it, and you need to stop. You need to have a positive attitude. Instead of saying, I'm struggling, stompy's hard, rather say, I need to take time to actually understand stompy properly, to actually understand the rules and see how I can best practice it every single day. You know what I mean? You cannot be negative with it. So make sure that you're more positive, you compliment yourself, you're just making sure that you're looking at the better side, you know what I mean? Don't be negative, don't want to look at it and be like, yo, stress, yo, ish, where are the painkillers? Don't be like that. I'm gonna need you to make sure that you change your attitude, you know. And you know how the saying goes, you know, that your attitude determines your altitude. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. You wanna go higher, you need to make sure that you start with your attitude towards Afrikaans. Now let's get into the second tip. Now that we're through with the attitude, which is very important, the last thing that I feel is going to be important for just an introduction of Afrikaans is going to be your fear of failure. Now, let me tell you, Afrikaans, you're going to get a lot of the time you're going to get things wrong, and that's just how it is in Afrikaans, you know what I mean? You can study, it's going to happen, it's bound to happen. But what's gonna be very important from there is for you to bounce back, you know? Not I took an L, but tonight I bounce back. Hey, wake up every week I bounce back. Okay, I don't know, I did that. But I'm gonna need you to bounce back from that failure every single time. Because with Afrikaans, you're gonna get the stompy order wrong, you're gonna get the conjunctions wrong, you know? But what's gonna be important is that when you get it wrong, you make sure that you correct yourself that, oh, okay, I see where I made the flop. Now I'm gonna learn from my mistakes and I'm gonna keep improving. That's what's gonna be important. Thanks for staying all the way here. I hope you're gonna be changing your attitude. I hope this video gave you some help, you know. It's just the start. It's part 1, you know. Part 2 is still gonna come through. So do stay tuned for that. Do subscribe so that you see when I post that video, you know what I mean. But do make sure that you stay tuned, that you like, and also do not be afraid to comment as to what you want to see in my next videos, you know, because this is to help you anyway. And shout out to Apex for giving me this idea, because he also told me that he's struggling with Afrikaans, and I was like, okay, why not, you know. So do make sure that you like, you comment, tell your friends that are struggling with Afrikaans. I'm sure you know a bunch of them at school. Tell them to come watch my videos so that they can improve, so that we can all level up, you know what I mean. So yeah, thanks for staying tuned.